Black Veil Brides is currently on tour with Bullet for My Valentine in support of their latest album, Wretched and Divine. However, Andy Biersack talked about where they are in the process of making their next record.
We've got nothing more than some concepts. And that's usually when we do our best stuff, is when we don't get too heady about it and we don't try to delve too deep into something before it's ready. We did that going into Wretched and Divine. Beforehand, we had started writing on the road, and we went in with a producer, and it didn't click, because that's not the way that the dynamic of the band artistically has never worked that way. So, we're going to try to go into it where, like we did when we finally met with John Feldmann and we made the record, we just jumped into something with a concept, and that's about it. And so I think that that's when we work the best, kind of that pressure cooker situation in a way where you know what you want to do and you have to do it now. But it would be nice to be able to do that over an elongated period of time, as opposed to doing it in 2 weeks and then trying to get the record out. So once this cycle is over, I think we're not going to be disappearing or any kind of time off or anything, but I think we're not going to be touring for a little bit. We're going to be working on writing and putting out a new album that is as good as it can be, and in what we're always reaching for the best Black Veil Brides record. So hopefully this next one will be that. I don't think we've done it yet.
BVB has made several evolutionary changes, and Andy talked to us about their progression and what may be next.
Yeah, it's crazy. We've been touring together for almost half a decade, and that's it. We don't have the long storied history, but we've gone through so many evolutionary changes, and even stylistically in the band, we've never released 2 records that sounded the same. And so I think that I was talking about this recently. I think that the next step for the band is to do something that we've never really done before, which is to take a minute and really evaluate what everything around us is and what we want to start writing about and what the next step is for the band logically. But also just in our artistic level, let it be organic and let us feel something new, because we've always been, with the exception of Wretched and Divine, the first 2 records were, okay, now you have to make a record, go do it, you have this amount of time, you have this amount of money, please get it done. Wretched and Divine, we had more of an opportunity to do something that was outside of the box. Still didn't have much time, but we were allowed a little bit more of an opportunity to express ourselves. So now I think, we're the band that I think we should be. I think we're at the right place. We're the best we've ever been musically. The camaraderie within the band is at an all-time high. So I think that and it's not always been that way. There's certainly been fights inside of this band, like any band over the last couple of years, but I will tell you that on this tour there's not been anything that's been negative. It's been a very positive experience. We've all had a lot of fun because, again, we're all adults and we've been doing this long enough to know that people's personality differences are not enough for you to try to ruin the career that you've paved. And I think sometimes bands forget that. Well, we just can't get along. Well, maybe you will soon. Just wait it out. You're not getting along today. Just wait. Stay with the thing that you love. And that's what we did. We've had our darkest moments and we've all had big infighting and everything, but we're best friends and we're brothers and we've gotten through it just like we always will. And so I'm excited to make another record with my 4 best friends.
We'll have more from Andy about the cohesiveness of Black Veil Brides, the cattiness of the hard rock community, and much, much more. Stay tuned.